We are live.
We are live. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Happy Monday.
Forgot.
It rolls around quick, innit?
Yeah.
It rolls around
I was
quick.
really thinking it's not Monday.
Yeah.
I thought it's Sunday.
It
But
definitely
yes.
is. It definitely is. Hello, Erin J in the building. First one in. Thank you very much.
Hey, Erin.
Erin started already. She's like, these aren't bombshells, they're landmines.
Mate.
It's just, you know, the look on Meg's face. And I felt bad because I'm like, you're distraught and I have absolutely no sympathy for you.
I know. And again, famous last words, always. When she goes into we're good, don't mess it up.
Yeah.
D has to do her bit. And there he is, ready.
Yeah. And he's going to mess it up.
I mean, I think for the new ones that are coming in, the girls are better than the guys.
And you seen that the blonde chick looks like the woman that was saying that she was his ex.
Very much so. Yeah. Who was it that gave us that heads up? That
maybe it was Erin. Was it you, Erin?
Could have been Erin or Jordan. I think maybe. I'm not sure, but it's literally rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So they know his type, and they're bringing him in.
Sad times. Sad times.
Yes. Okay.
Where are we at this episode? The recoupling.
This episode was a bit dry.
Yeah.
All in all, and again, it's the same things over and over.
The same
again.
Conversations.
Oh, it's just too much. But in our group, Will was saying, now if this is what they're showing us, imagine what you got to
pick. Oh my god!
Can you imagine now that it must be dry in there?
Those editors are earning their money.
Oh my god! Because you'd have to be scraping through because that was shit that they served us.
It was a big bag of nothing. It was a big bag of nothing.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
basically.
Erin says Ramel already saying he's single dingle. He wasn't saying that.
Yes, Ramel hopped, skipped, practically ran out of there, and immediately went into. I mean, when none of us are tied down, I've got to do what I've got to do for me.
Ramel,
and I don't blame him because I still ain't seen anything from Alima. I'm not blindly backing anybody. It's a bit dry.
Yeah. Funky Dinosaur, thank you for being here again. The episode was trash. You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
It was, man.
Eric Dre says drier than a Popeye's biscuit. Never had a Popeye's biscuit, but I imagine it's very dry.
I've not had anything from. No, I've had.
No, I've had a burger from Popeye's.
Yeah, I've not had a biscuit.
Yeah.
How they dry?
Hey, KW in the building. Lil Rock in the building. The family chat alone told me don't let me waste my time to watch. Just come here and hear from you guys. Okay. Thank you, Lil Rock.
All right.
We went through the pain for you.
Basically, that's the strap line for this.
Yeah.
We watched it so you don't
didn't
have to.
Yeah.
Because dudes, like, save your hour and 5 minutes. It's not necessary. The recoupling.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a hootenanny about it? I was like, these guys, nobody was adventurous. Nobody did anything out of the ordinary.
It was dead.
Standard shit.
From the moment Tony was picking first,
exactly,
I knew this is just safe.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be nothing to see here. There's no drama, nothing.
Because it's like, give us some anticipation. The last three should have been Tony, Helena, and Emily.
Mm-hmm.
All there, like just waiting for who's going to go next. And so you have the anticipation.
Yeah.
Who is going to be able to get Harrison.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that. And it was just like, you know what? Come on now. Don't waste our time, man. When USA are giving us proper bangers.
KW said the best thing was Ben getting picked by the robot. I don't know why we haven't. I don't know why this is only just now coming. Oh my days. She is a robot.
She literally is.
Oh, Yasmin is AI.
She is. I don't know what's happened to Yasmin.
Yasmin is AI. Oh my days.
Oh my god. All right, so we kick off with Tony. She picks Harrison. Who cares? A sweet speech. Blah, blah, blah. Meg then goes next. She goes for Dijon. Again, I've put chatting shit. Blah, blah, blah. They've got each other's back. Okay, cool.
Boo.
We know that's not going to happen. Shakira then goes for Harry. And for a second, I was like, is Shakira just going to throw a curveball and go for Ben? Because that would be funny.
Yeah.
She didn't. She goes for Harry. So no curveballs there.
Shakira lost points this evening.
She did. She has lost points.
She
Definitely.
lost points.
And then Yasmin goes for Ben. And I've never seen somebody not want to get picked as much as Ben.
It was painful.
Ben just looked like, why didn't Shakira just pick me? Because I would have given her.
Yeah.
Like I felt for him. He didn't want to be picked. And Shay just started laughing after Ben got picked as well. I thought that was funny. Alima, obviously, she picks Ramel. She says that I have to give Alima more because obviously we don't see her or not. She said that he makes her feel giddy, that they're really getting on. They have a good time together. He's a great guy and he looks after her. And then she says Ramel. And he smiles for 2.2 seconds. And then his face was set again as well.
What do you expect from a bad man? Yeah. You see Ramel? Real bad man.
Oh, Ramel.
Oh, dear.
And then Irish Meg, Irish Meg as well. I was like, oh, it'd be interesting if she went for Connor.
Yeah, no, played it safe.
Played it safe. She goes for Tommy. Although that speech was fuckeries.
Yes.
How are you doing your whole speech? Your opening lines are about another man trying to get to know you.
I feel like this is basics. This should be Love Island basics. You're doing your recoupling speech. I think it's common sense not to mention another person.
I think so.
Like, just let it be like, even when people are doing friendship picks, they still make it about the person they're picking.
Yes, yeah. And it should be like, if I was Tommy, I would have been pissed, but it's Tommy.
Yeah.
And basically, she kind of made Tommy out to be like a good, patient side man.
Yeah, yes.
Like,
it was giving cuck vibes.
Yes. He will wait for me, and he's a good guy, and he's always going to be there. And so I'm going to reward him by sleeping next to me in bed. Like, and they don't even really touch in bed either. Like, I was just like, nah.
Sad.
You know, he's respectful, and so she likes that. Basically, he's not going to put it on me. Poor Tommy.
So basically, no surprise recouplings.
No, Helena, she had to pick
Paper Mache.
Yeah, and I mean they don't even talk.
No.
And then Emily had to pick
Connor.
And who cared?
Emily.
You may as well have just played that yesterday. Like there was no suspense.
And it was like, what is the that was actually just poor editing, because there was bits of yesterday's episode that could have easily come out, so we could have just got.
Yeah, we could have got through all of this. Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, completely unnecessary.
Who was first chat? Because there was a lot of dead chat.
So Emily talks to Connor to clear the air. Connor says he's confused. She wants to know where his head is at, because his words and actions aren't matching up. He said he's still figuring it out in his head. Basically, he's not into you.
He ain't really on her.
Yeah.
But and then a safety net.
Yeah. But then he said it. He said that I think we should both take a step back from each other. He said. So it's like
she wasn't having it because that step back never happened.
Yeah.
We kept on seeing these two have the same chat over and over again. But I'm like, Emily, please, louder, brother. Like, just spend the day chilling, talking to other people. Like, truly do that.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that.
Do you know what? Like, KW just made also like a very harsh point. Helena being forced to pick the man who just called her a mug.
Yes, for real. For real.
Nay.
That's why she was down and out.
We got a new person, Lady M.
Hey,
First time
Lady
logging
M.
into our channel, and it's jokes already. Thank you, Lady M.
Yay!
We appreciate you being here. Whilst you're here, please take a moment to like, hit the subscribe. You know how it goes. What else we got? My address is Irish Meg is the definition of hard work. Diabolical. She is diabolical. Like, almost making me feel sorry for Tommy. Almost.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, but he also deserves whatever he's coming his way.
Yeah.
Funky Dinosaur says Meg is Mecca Streisand from South Park. I don't watch South Park.
Oh no, nor do I. Not properly anymore.
Maybe we need a picture reference. Helena being forced to pick the man. Yeah, sorry, just said that. Connor practically begged Emily to go and explore. It was embarrassing.
It was every which way throughout this whole episode. Connor was trying to get Emily to talk to somebody else. Like, but short of him saying, "Allow me," and go and chat to someone else, he tried all the different ways to explain this to her, and she kept on saying, "But you said I was your number one. Like, please."
And this is why she ain't got no friends in there yet. Because if she had a proper friend in there, like I imagine, like if this was like Whitney's year, she would have pulled her and she would have given her the, "Are you not embarrassed?"
Like, have some class, like louder, brother.
Like it's clear the message he is sending you. Like, stop it.
Poor girl. Poor girl. She weren't letting it go, but he basically sent her out there, and she kept on coming back. So he was trying. Yeah. At least he tried, and I don't even think he was double speaking. Like, Connor can be a little bit.
I think he was. There was nothing to. Yeah,
with her.
It was very clear. It was very clear.
I want to get to know Megan, getting to know her. We're open. You can get to know somebody else. No.
Why are you still chatting?
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, Harrison and Tony. He thanks her for the speech. And what I like about Tony, as I said, I've said it before, Tony has slightly more emotional intelligence than most of them in there.
Yeah.
And immediately Harrison kind of brings up the subject of kind of still being open. And then she is like, yes, go through your chats.
Yes.
And that's what a guy wants to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to feel like you're bogged down. And really and truly, all it's done is given her more points.
Because if he truly has a better connection elsewhere, better he goes and does that. Then you're now falling for the kid. And then he comes to you in a week and a half's time and is like, I now want to explore with Shakira. Because we know that's going to happen.
Yeah. That's
happening. It's round the corner, but it's going to
take
place.
It's going to happen.
So it's like, I like how Tony... I want somebody in there for Tony, but I just don't.
It's not Harrison.
No, it's not him.
It's not Harrison.
It's not him.
It's not Harrison. Maybe it's one of the two new guys that came in. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. What was the next chat?
Harry.
Oh, Shakira.
Buzzing that Shakira has picked him. Says he's excited to be back in the bed with her, and that conversation is cut short because Helena comes and pulls him.
Harry was happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so short-lived.
He was happy for a second with Shakira, is what he presented to us. I don't know who Harry is at this moment in time. But
Harry does not know who Harry is.
Harry was happy. He said he's basically finally got the girl that he always thought he should have been with. 2 minutes later, this is a one walk here and a one walk there. And I'm seeing man and girl both on the verge of tears, talking about self-sabotage.
It's mad. Like, it's
how did that happen? How did we get here? What was the gameplay?
So I don't know. Like, maybe Helena done some crazy reverse psych, and this is what was her plan all along. Like, maybe she has secretly done some juju, cut a piece of Harry's hair in the night, wrapped it in some bag with some cowrie shells and whatnot. Because the turnaround was crazy. So she pulls him and is basically like, I can't be your friend because the turnaround for me is too quick.
It's too swift.
You're there talking about Shakira, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, you're saying you're going to change for her. Meanwhile, you haven't even given me an apology.
Yeah. Fair dues. When he was going to give her an apology, remember that's when she started off with the word.
She said she don't want it though.
Yeah, she was like, we're done, by the way. And he was like, well, I may as well keep it to myself then, what I was going to say to you. And he did, and he cracked on. I just didn't see anything from Harry while he was cracking on elsewhere that he felt bad for Helena. I never saw. So this outpouring today, I was like, Harry, what? Like, what is actually truly going on?
Like, I think the bit that kind of toppled him, I don't know, maybe it's what you guys think, is when she was like, you didn't even fight for me. Because then in that moment, I felt like that's when he started to crumble a little bit, and then he started with his self-sabotage speech.
Yeah. It was just too good to be. It did feel like lines though. It did feel like a script.
The beginning bit felt like lines and script, but by the time he got to the end, I was going like,
did he convince you?
Oh, hey, Harry, you might have convinced me, but because it's Harry,
this is it. It was too like he read 1-2 self-help books, so he kind of knew like, all right. So what I do is, what I can say to her is, you're just too good. Like you're too good to be true. And because I don't know what I want, and I always just fumble it, and I'm just used to fumbling, I just had to do things to mess it all up because it was like so easy with you.
But you know why I think it might actually be honest though, because usually Harry will give the spin to the chick, and then he'll go back to his partner in crime, Dijon, and then he'll be like, so-and-so's lapping it up. I said this, that, and the other. But in his moment with Dijon, who incidentally is actually Harry, they're the real couple.
Yes.
They are the real couple.
As I said, these two are in a relationship with each other.
If they could pick each other, they would. And then he really gives he's honest again, you know. And
or the character hadn't left the building yet.
I don't know.
Still in mode of I managed, because
Harry wouldn't betray Dijon like that.
He managed to get Shakira.
Mm-hmm.
You got her, and then you turn to the next unobtainable girl who you may have to work for. Now you're crying over her.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just a fuckboy. Like this, you could be in this cycle again and again and again. Like that, whoever that character is inside of him, there's too much ego controlling all of it. It's like, this is bullshit. And I feel sorry for Helena because she's going to fall for his bullshit and get hurt again. But I only loosely feel sorry for her because she's still a witch.
Yeah, she's still a witch. Lady M says, does anyone have any favorite couples as yet, or is it too late? I don't have any favorite couples in there.
No.
Like, I loosely am rooting for Romeo and Alima, but very loosely. But I don't, it's sad. I don't care for anybody in there.
I think I would like, they're not, you know what? The people who I want together are not couples, but I want Shakira and Harrison to be together, and I want Irish Meg and Connor to be together.
Yeah.
And if that happened, I would be rooting for them. And yes, until otherwise notified, Alima and Ramel, just by default, I'm going to support.
Yeah.
But, and hello to Instagram.
Only 20 minutes in. Where were so KW says, I am secretly rooting for Ben and Yasmin. The girl's been so messy, she deserves to be awarded with something.
Dude, their conversations is so dry and nothing to it, but maybe they'll find something in each other. I don't know. I don't want Yasmin to go though. This is the thing. But I can't also watch her and Ben chat.
That's awkward.
Oh.
My address says the Shakira crash out when Harry shames her up again will be classic. Yeah. God. Lady M says, did anyone believe Harry's tears the other night? I mean,
he got me for a second, not lying. That did actually like get me watching to study him more. Like, is man really crying over Helena? Like, you were basically parring off for days, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I guess it remains to be seen if he is true to it.
A Funky Dinosaur says, Harry pisses me off. He should just get back with Helena so we can vote them both out.
And I wouldn't mind that.
That's a fair shout, though. That's a fair shout.
I wouldn't mind that.
What else we got? Is Shakira a friend or foe? Shakira's gone to the dark side, man.
I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know about Shakira, Shakira is a bit wishy-washy.
Yeah, nah, not on it. KW, in reference to Helena, she wasn't crying when she ran off in the middle of the night with Harry. Let us not forget.
We shouldn't. And Shakira does remind us of that later on.
Yes.
And it's fair. It's fair because Sometimes I forgot about the running over in the night thing. When he was actually in a cuddle with Shakira, touching his feet.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was actually wild activities, to be fair.
Lady M says Alima's the most mature girl in there for me. How do you know? We don't see her.
We don't even have. How many sentences can you actually say we've heard Alima say? Like, we don't know what she stands for.
Yeah. I think if you put all of Alima's bits together, you don't even have an episode.
No, absolutely not.
You don't even have an episode.
No, I think we've got a quarter.
Yeah, it's bad.
First 15 minutes.
Jordan Parker in the building is driving and listening, so not commenting. Thank you, Jordan.
Oh, thank you, Jordan.
Drive safely.
Yes.
Okay, so where are we at now?
All right, so we stopped at the Harry and Helena chat saga.
Okay.
I have Connor and Emily chat again.
No. You missed some.
Have I?
So, did we speak about Dijon saying Helena and Harry are good? So when he was having his chat with Harry.
Okay. Go into it.
So I mean, we've kind of covered it anyway. But again, like, just I don't like Dijon and Harry together. Like, they're just weird because he's there consoling Harry and saying that Helena is the one for him.
Yeah,
brother. Like a few days ago, when he's coming and telling you that Shakira is lapping it up, you're laughing, and encouraging him. So what is this? When did you start feeling this? Like,
no, he's just a yes boy.
Yeah.
Like, whatever Harry presents, or anybody presents, he's like ChatGPT. Yeah. He'll give you the positive spin on what you've presented. Yeah. That's why he's the worst person to go to for advice.
110%. So yeah, fun them too. Then Shakira has a debrief with Tony and Yaz. And they're kind of talking about at least kind of it wasn't like a shocker for Ben. And then they just kind of go into this mini praise of Harry.
I know.
And how he gets it. And they just kind of bigs him up. And Yaz is like, like kind of,
Okay. I think I was watching them like, what are you guys saying? So what I loosely was inferring is because Harry is a loose guy, you can still get to know other people, and he isn't going to be like Ben, where Ben then was in his feelings about her talking to anyone else. Yeah. That's what I think they were saying. Like, you can still do you, and Harry, you can still chat to Harry, but he ain't going to be like, no, you can't talk to this person.
Yeah.
So in effect, you're kind of in a friendshipy couple.
If that's what it is, but I don't think that's what it is. I feel like Shakira is a candidate to catch feelings, and then if she does, it's like no one can help you. No one can help you.
If Shakira is actually thinking Harry is going to change, like zero sympathy. But I don't know. I was hoping that's what they were saying because I like these lot, and I don't want them to turn into the witches' coven.
They could,
like the others.
They could. Yeah. Terry was not Terry. Mog and Dijon go to the terrace for a boring 2 minutes that we don't need to discuss. They say nothing.
Apparently the terrace is their place. I was like, is it?
Their safe spot. Like, come on.
I just thought, I don't know, there's something about the two of them. The more I see them, the more I'm like, I can't see you two together. Like, visually, I just don't think they're very pleasant.
No.
Aesthetically pleasing couple to watch. Like, there's something off about them. So yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so we go to the morning. Ben and Yasmin the robot go for a chat. And it was really, really awkward to watch.
This was when he was trying to get a massage.
Yeah. And it's like them man that when they're putting pressure on a woman because they've heard this one, she's a bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's like there's no small talk. There's no.
He was going straight in for sex chat, massage, this, that, and the other. And it's like I'm watching it and I'm like, Ben, this is very uncouth. Yeah.
Like, this is very uncouth behavior because even if that's what you want, right, this is not how you're gonna get it. And so and the other thing I noticed about him, he's hella fragile. So when she says she'll put it on his back and then he says put it on my chest and then she said no, he really took that personal.
Yeah.
Like he really took that personal. Like
no, he's really immature. He is like
somebody said in the chat a while ago. They said Ben is a candidate for DV.
I think it was Will Smith. I think it was Will. Yes. Yeah. He is. There's something really unsavory about him. Just in that interaction, even when he was like, no, press deeper, because that's what you would need. Yeah. And I was blatantly like, that's a little rapey.
Yeah, nah.
And she wasn't like,
she was uncomfortable.
Yasmin can give chat.
Yeah, she was uncomfortable.
She wasn't giving chat. And I was like, nah, that did.
Yeah. Although she did respond to that deeper line though.
I want better for her anyway. I want a new person to come in for her to present a new frequency for them to catch on to. I think any of the guys in there have seen her move mad.
It's long for her. She can't. She's come as who she's come as. You can't then see a new person
and rebrand.
Oh,
you can, because everybody can rebrand.
Them man in there will not allow it. Do you think Harry will allow you to rebrand? Do you think Dijon will allow you to? No way.
I need her to just stay in until Casa, and then come back with a new guy from Casa. That's what I actually.
That's the only way she can do it.
I really like. Yeah.
Well, no, she can't even do it because the people in Casa have seen what you're about. It's long come out.
Yeah, but the Casa guys, they have to try and get into the yard.
Yeah, but then they don't want her. They just want to get into the yard.
No, somebody will find her. She's a cool girl. I like her.
What's next?
Who else was there? After those two were chatting, I have Helena
and
Dijon have their chat.
Again, why does anybody talk to Dijon for advice? Like
I think somehow he's branded himself like the agony uncle, which okay, cool. But I feel like this is the role that Alima needed to have, because obviously we're not seeing a storyline. Yeah. I would have preferred that and I don't like it when the black woman is cast in that role, but at least we would see her if she was the agony girl. But it seems to always be Dijon. He's always on screen, giving advice, telling Helena
rubbish advice.
It's about Harry, Harry likes you.
No, he starts off the conversation talking about Harrison, saying Harrison's interested in her.
I think that was just for him to disarm her a bit, so that she can feel like, no, Dijon's got my back. He's telling me all the things, but really Dijon was there for one reason and one reason alone, was to close the deal for Harry and to make sure that Helena now is ready for when Harry is about to lay it on her again.
Yeah,
and she is, because she wants him. She's not over him.
She's not over him. She's made that clear, and I think he will make her look a fool again.
If Harry gets back with Helena, you have to stick with her.
He ain't doing that.
You can't. That's too much.
He ain't doing it.
No, hang on. Did Toby do that shit?
I think Toby's the worst.
I think Toby did the same to Chloe. I swear there was maybe 3 girls that he piled her off with. Yeah. So okay, she could go through a couple more strings, but they managed to last for 2 or 3 years after Love Island, and apparently it was Chloe the one that cheated on him. So
really,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Where are we? Connor and Emily talking again. Connor still trying to get her to pull someone else. And it's painful. But then Megan comes and pulls her for a chat.
Oh, he was so happy. That was a float away. The swiftness when she was like, Connor, should I go for a chat? And he was like, yes.
My Irish queen.
It wasn't even like a wrap up with Emily. It was like, okay, bye.
He left. He cut out, mate, straight away.
Don't blame me, but
and then Tommy sees that and then decides to be Big Billy, Big Bollocks, and goes and pulls
Emily,
do you
want to go for a chat? Just swap already. Please, both of you. Just give us some breathing space.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting down talking to Emily, talking about, I might have put all my eggs in Megan's basket. Yeah, you think, brother?
Yeah, absolutely did. That is precisely what you've done. You haven't. Yeah. The only other person you've spoken to is Emily, because Emily is out on a limb because Connor is talking to your bird.
The two of them talking together just gives desperation.
Yes.
like we are both desperate not to lose the people that we are talking to.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to each other and pretend that we're into each other
when you're not.
When we're not. But we need to.
You're just
to keep
bonding
each other safe.
through watching them talking about they should have.
Yeah.
Did he use the disrespectful word again?
I don't think he came up today, you know. I don't think he came up today. Yeah.
But it's still like they're cracking on, so we should do something as well. Honestly, it's not necessary because the way those two are cracking on, I think it's going to happen. I want it to happen for them. I actually think they would make a better couple. I don't know if Irish Meg and Connor would last, but I feel like while they were together, it could be a bit of a vibe.
Yeah, no, I hear that because you know what the thing is? Whether Irish Meg realizes it or not, she does not respect Tommy.
No.
And so when you're sitting there and talking about, but it's the sexual chemistry with Connor, this, that, and the other, Tommy's a nice guy. Ultimately, you don't respect the man. You don't rate him.
No.
Like, you do not rate him. If you rated him even an iota, you wouldn't be entertaining the conversation like this.
No, not for how he is into you. Like, there are those couples, basically like the other Welsh couple last time, who were just in with each other from jump.
Yeah.
It's just me and you. And that's Tommy.
Yeah.
He's on her. So you may as well let him go free and then you go and explore. And if it doesn't work with Connor, you explore somebody else. But just because Tommy is a good guy doesn't mean that he has to be your guy in your pocket. It's actually out of order. Like, Tommy needs to free himself though. Instead of just talking about Connor pulling her.
This
free yourself.
This is why the guy's got no game. Like, because every conversation with a girl, so whether it be Emily or Megan, you talk about Connor.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, brother.
While they're getting on. But what I did hate, I hated the debriefs that they each had in their couples about their conversations.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that killed me today.
Yeah, like it's just embarrassing. I'm tired of them all. But we then go into like a getting ready montage, and then we actually kind of get like a line from Ramel where he talks about Alima and how he's happy with her. But really now, all of that was just to set us up for the end of the show, sort of thing. I thought, finally, like they remember that they're there.
Yeah, we're gonna see them. No.
Yeah. So then we get a scene with Megan, Shakira, and Yaz talking about Connor and Tommy.
Which was an interesting combination, because obviously it hasn't seemed like Megan, Irish Meg, and Shakira, all Yasmin, were friends in any way. That they would be having chats. But I felt like Irish Meg went to these two to chat because she wanted she wanted to hear the positives about Connor.
Yeah.
Because whenever she talks to the witches, they're all for Tommy. They're Tommy is the best thing since sliced bread. Go and be with Tommy. So she wanted to get that sexual energy, do you, boo?
Yeah.
And she got it from those two. They were basically like, if you like Connor, you should explore it with Connor and see where it goes. And I was like, yeah, she should. And she's feeling him. When she was talking to them, she was being giddy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so sexual and I like him.
Oh dear. And meanwhile, you got Tommy talking to Harry and Dijon, and again, he's upset about Connor, but he's actually upset about Connor touching Megan's leg. And then Dijon then goes on to say something so insanely stupid because it was almost like he was saying that really Connor must ask permission if he's going to touch Meg.
I swear he said disrespectful then, because it was like, what? So you're saying Connor should be telling you that he is going to touch Meg when they're having chats? Basically,
that's wild.
Like Connor needs to tell you what his plans are. He's already told you, I want to crack on.
Does that not sound weird? Like, how does that not sound weird?
Like, each time he's going to pull her. So when I pull her now, I'm gonna touch her leg and I'm gonna try and get a collar.
So what are you gonna do when he pulls her and he's like, I'm gonna put my tongue down her throat?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kiss her today.
Yeah, like
Tommy.
weird,
Okay?
weird.
Tommy,
Weird
I'm gonna kiss her.
Yeah.
This is wild behavior. But also, he gave him a pep talk, and I was like, Dijon, steady on now. When he was like, you need to back yourself. You're a good guy, you know. If I had a daughter, I'd be glad if she brought you home.
Like, shut up, bro.
I was like, come on.
Really? Who said? Anyway.
Anyway,
Alicia says Tommy is giving cuckold energy.
He is.
He absolutely is. KW says Irish Meg got mouthy with Melisha for moving to Dijon, but it's okay for her to move to Connor after being with Tommy since day one.
And ain't Emily her girl? Didn't they have Emily come and be initiated into the coven?
Tommy doing what Meg does, blames the other person for moving to their person when their person keeps pulling others.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it was Meg that pulled Connor.
Yeah. We've seen
Crazy.
Meg pull Connor now twice that they've shown us.
My address says Irish Meg is the nastiest viper in the villa. Wow.
Viper, you know.
Wow. Lady M says Irish Meg has got mouth for everybody's business. And Alicia says Harry was in a daze this entire conversation. Like, Harry.
Yeah, could you see how Harry wasn't participating?
Yeah,
he was gone.
I've
looking out yonder.
I think he could really be feeling over Helena, you know.
You think?
I think he could really be feeling over Helena.
Like he's really like, I ballsed it up.
I balls this one up.
I mean,
donkey.
Maybe.
Donkey.
But he hasn't, because he can get her back. She is not gone anywhere.
and the funny thing is, even if what he's feeling is true and honest, if he's able to get her back, being able to get her back will also be a turnoff.
Could be.
It will be a turnoff.
Depending on how swift. I mean, let them get back together so we truly can just vote them off. Because I actually don't. I would prefer Harry alone than having to see Helena. So if he gets with Helena, you need to leave with her. Like, please go home.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Online says Remel wants to be single again. The way my man was looking with happiness to see. What did I not see?
All right. So after they had their, hang on, what have we got here? We have so Shakira and Harrison. They have their chat.
Yeah.
They're cute together. They really are. Like, I can see them together. And Harrison does say within that talk that when she asks him, who would you want to be with? Who do you actually want to be with? And he was like, I'd like to be with a girl like you.
But then laughs it off.
Yeah, but that you want to be, and she likes you too, I swear. Yeah. And then we have Alima and Ramel have their screen time.
Man says, making the lover boy come back out, you know. It's a good thing, isn't it? It's a good thing.
Are you doing the same for me?
Yeah.
Is that Scottish? Are you doing the same for me?
We have spoken about this, and I don't know why you're still doing it.
You're doing the same for me. Like, I like her when we talk, and she was very giddy. Very giddy. And it was cute. I was like, oh, so these guys are falling for each other. Yeah. And then Helena gets a text. I think I was in a daze at this point, because I was like, what happened? Why? Who's got picked and where are they going? And it was Dijon, Ramel, Helena.
Emily,
yes.
And Helena, yeah.
Oh, they're going on a date.
Yeah.
And
not just a date.
Yeah. Sleepover. Ramel looked too happy when his name was called.
I have to go and watch this back. I have to go watch this back.
No, man, he was gassed. I mean, everybody's going to be gassed and being selected, but play it off like how Dijon did. Like, what, me? Huh, couldn't be.
Yeah, but Dijon is a pro snake in this business now.
Yeah, he is a shark. But I'm sure Ramel was a shark as well. He just seemed a little bit too happy to go.
Why are you sure Ramel is a smart? You know nothing about this man.
No, I know nothing about him. But he also does have almost 200k followers before he even went on to Love Island. What
does that mean?
I'm just saying, and a lot of his page, it is him with very pretty women on his page before he did Love Island. I think he's been out here on these streets.
So because he is pretty and walks around with pretty women, you're just prejudging him.
Yes, I am.
This is disgraceful.
Yes,
Diabolical behavior.
He was very happy to leave, and
allegedly,
tomorrow night, he was laying it on thick with the girl he was talking to. He wasn't holding back.
Oh, I went out of the room at that point. I went out of the room at that point.
Back. Man's talking about, so, I just feel like I've been left a lot of my own in there, so you're going to change that for me.
Oh, no, you're like...
That's what he said. And the girl was like, yeah. So, little dirty bungle.
I understand now.
It's going to hurt Alima's heart.
I understand. Bardi Gang says, by the way, Auntie Nana is always right.
Thank you, Bardi.
Will Smith is in the building.
Hey,
the only thing Alima and Ramel have in common is the obvious. That is no basis for a relationship of any sort. I don't know. What's the obvious, Will?
Yeah, what are you saying? Say it with your chest.
Lady M says, I haven't even watched tonight's episode. Was catching up from Sundays. KW, the sleepover will finish Ramel and Alima. Basically, yeah. You know what Ramel cannot do in the sleepover? He cannot do anything that is remotely close to a threesome. Like, he cannot do any type of crazy behavior like that. So, like, if there's, like, any form of, like, games or anything like that, and he's there with two women, and then, movie night comes along, and we see something like that, Alima will crash out.
That could take place with it. Like, yeah. I don't know. I mean, even Dijon was being flirty as well.
Yeah.
In his little clip. And I was like, Dijon, if they're probably going to play all of this back.
Yeah. You men are not smart. Online says Black women Twitter will attack him very heavy. I know Ramel from online. He always surrounded by paying white women. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can sense the anger of Dr. Umar.
Yes. I just think if he wants, I mean, this is a thing though. When you're in there, maybe you just go into, look, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what the storm is going to be.
Yeah.
This is the girl I want to be with. But if he does it, it's going to be long.
Yeah. Yeah. KW says, I'm happy for that girl to take Dijon from Meg. Yeah, I do. I would love to see that. Yeah. I would love to see it.
She is prettier than Meg. She is. So, I mean, but he's another double backer anyway. Even if he does go with her, he's probably going to do 2 days and then be like, you know what, my Meg, I need you back.
My Meg,
I need you back.
Let me make her a breakfast. Will Smith said, they is both black. Really? Never noticed. Never noticed. Funny that. Maria says it's the two white girls picking the two black men. Give fetish.
I know. I was like, okay, then.
Yeah. You wonder what was on the application form, innit?
The thing is, ITV love it. They love a stoking black rage. Yeah. They love to piss off black women. And this will do that.
Yeah.
If you hurt Alima, this is gonna have people raging and
raging insanely. KW says, "Come on, Caprice, get Dijon and get justice for Militia in one swoop."
I think Caprice could do it. I think Caprice has it in her to actually take Dijon. And when her picture went up, all of the comments, she seems to be a popular girl. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people in the comments being like, she's funny, she's really cool, like really hyping her. So maybe she'll be a welcome addition. Meg will show her witchy side and will try and turn everybody against her as well.
I think I want from this sleepover, I want Ramel to prove everybody wrong. I want Dijon to prove everybody right. And I don't care what Emily and Helena do. Yeah. I mean, the guy that was talking to Helena is not the prettiest of dudes. Mm-hmm. Potentially, maybe Alima is going to like him. Because as a white guy, he fits into that. What was his name? Louis Capaldi.
Yeah. That type
Capaldi.
That type of like unconventional white guy.
Can you imagine?
That would crack me up. Go on, say it. Say it.
Can you imagine Alima finishing with Ramel for a Louis Capaldi? No, let me not.
If she finishes with Ramel for that white dude, I think his name is Grilio or Grilio or something like that. If I would laugh.
That would be funny.
That would be hilarious.
It would also bring out the roadman in Ramel. Man's been trying to hold it down, yeah, but you can't disrespect man like that. Dear.
That will tickle me.
Yeah. Online says ITV loves the backhanded compliment because in the past a lot of black women complained about image, etc. So they give a finger and slap you with a whole hand.
This is what they do.
Wow.
Yeah. What's that last one?
Will Smith says, I think this is in response to KW, some kind of mix. Tar is from Maeve Benchy Books. I don't know. This is like,
okay.
Yeah.
Side
convo. My address says Black Twitter would build Alima a statue if she burned Ramel like that.
It would make brilliant viewing if she did he comes in and they have a talk, and then Alima later on, like the next day, tells Ramel like it was fun knowing you, but Guido is he's just my type. That would be
so wild.
I would actually love that to take place.
Why do you hate Ramel so much?
I don't hate him. I would just like just for her to just jump to somewhere else. Like, I think it would be funny. It'd make great TV.
I don't know. Online says the question is, does Ramel as a Caribbean brother even date African girls, especially African Muslim girl like Alima, if not for love? I mean,
glasses come off and everything. I think that is a very fair question to ask. What would you say?
Well, the fact is, he is. Like, he's there. They've picked each other. He could have, so he's into her. And I feel like you guys are not being fair.
What I will give them
He's actually been very good and very respectful.
2 nights, we've seen them lip sync. I will give him that.
How long is the sleepover?
That he's going to be away for? No, it'll just be a night.
Okay. So you're saying 2 nights what?
We saw Alima and Ramel lip sync.
Yeah.
And sometimes with the black couples, you don't actually see them doing anything.
No, but with the black couples as well, we're still all quite conservative, innit? So we're thinking about.
I'll give him that he's participated.
Yeah.
He's been interested to a degree, but maybe he's been interested because she's the only girl that he is interested in the villa at this moment in time. But really, what he really wants is blonde hair.
You see, you people talk about anti-blackness, yeah. You want to talk about anti-Ramelness because I don't like the way that you guys. He just
doesn't smile enough, and he doesn't talk much. He hasn't added anything to the show.
We don't know. We don't know he doesn't talk much.
I know. We don't know. Let's see where it lands.
All right. What have I missed? Erin J says Alima popped up for a second and only showed up when they were about to send up. Will Smith says Ramel doesn't date women though. My address says physically yes, but I think Alima is way too strict for Ramel on the outside to work. I just think that Ramel's not actually her type on the outside.
No.
That's why it probably wouldn't work. Maria says there was no one showing attention to Ramel. That's why. Look now that a snow bunny gives him attention, he's gonna lose it. Ye of little faith.
I would like to be proved wrong, but that's what I think is going to take place.
Yeah.
Basically. And so I wouldn't mind if Alima also
goes
for her preference and jumps off as well. I would like that scenario to take place. Then the downtrodden black woman. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see her crying. I don't want Alima to be left standing there looking like a numpty. I don't want that. I prefer she just jumps ship and goes with Guido.
I think the thing is though, if Ramel does find somebody else, Black Twitter is going to be on aim. But the reality is, and I think Will Smith said it a few nights ago, we know Alima's boring.
We don't know because we haven't seen her. We don't know if she.
No, we know that much.
She could be hilarious.
I don't think Alima's ever told a joke in her life. Yeah. Suzanne says, I don't know why they even bothered with the recoupling, to be honest. You and I both
did nothing.
Did nothing at all. Lady M says, black couples do tend to be more conservative. I agree. It might have to do with our upbringing. Absolutely 100%. Thinking mum is listen, mum's around the corner with the belt. Mum's going to be on the blower to Auntie Bemi and Auntie Susu and telling everybody. And then you're knowing that you're just out here disgracing the family. So, yeah, no, that's exactly a thing. Online says, Ramel is not a solid price winner. What's going so fast? The OG ladies want the OG men to be with to get far in the game. Ramel and Shay, Paper Mache are freshies.
Not freshies.
Freshies, you know. Funky Dinosaurs, Alima is too serious. KW says, good point, Lady M. Black women can't be doing too much in bed knowing their parents are watching. Black men too. Please. Bardi Gang says, you have a point, you know, if they are not showing her, sometimes, if not most times, there is a reason why. She's probably not got that much personality. Kind of like Linda, the old Casa Amor girl.
Oh.
Who's that?
Linda got one scene.
Oh, that's
and
horrid.
she said that she had convos, but they did not show her at all. Like, we saw her once.
When they were doing the Dare thing, and was it Paper Mache that had to, that was it. He said she was, Paper Mache said Alima was hard work.
She said,
I reckon she's not actually.
There's something, because even on the Saturday one, she's around, but she's not talking.
Yeah.
And Saturday, you'll usually get to see insights in everybody. Even Mimi was pretty much a star of the Saturday shows. Yeah. Because she would just do little silly things. We weren't seeing Alima. It's like Alima, the girls go and talk, and I don't know where Alima goes.
Yeah.
Because even the guys, you see them. You see Ramel sitting with the guys, but you don't see Alima there. So I don't know what Alima's doing. Maybe she just is a little bit more to herself as a person, which is a bit weird that you'd go on Love Island. I don't know. But yeah.
Well,
we can say she's dry.
Alima, online says Alima is Muslim, so she is conservative. She is Guinea-Bissau descent, so conservative at best. Daddy and Mummy be like, not too much haram activities there. But, I mean, it's a wonder she's there in the first place.
That's a bit crazy that she'd go on Love Island, but okay.
Suzanne says Emily needs to be kicked out of bed before she gets the hint, though. Emily, anyway.
Emily wants Connor. She just wants him.
Emily needs to read the room.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you can sit there and a man can say the things that Connor said to you, but then you can still go elsewhere and be like, he's my number one. Like, no.
But
no.
If you're annoying, you don't know you're annoying.
True.
So yeah, she doesn't know. Like the same way the girls were saying, like basically, like she's an annoying person. He's probably thinking the same, but she is like, and she said, I'm a nice person. I'm a good person.
The thing that Tony and Shakira have seen, Connor has seen.
Yeah.
But he's trying to deal with it in a more gentlemanly way.
Yeah. He can't totally just be like, oh, I've got the ick, like, and leave me alone. Because she's going to cry and it's not going to serve him well.
KW says, I'm going to send in Uncle Ray and his dirty nephew for Alima. Why do you want Alima to partake in these haram activities, man? Allow her. Respect her. Oh, my days.
This is the thing. It just may not be the show for her.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
So send in some other black girls for us to support, please. Like,
I think, again, Alima, like Melisha, probably would have been better off on Love is Blind.
No, Sophie would have been better on Love is Blind. Melisha would have been great in this if they had put her in the starting block. I actually think she would have made a really good.
I'm still rooting that they send her back out for Casa. I'm still rooting.
With these bombshells, I thought it was a bit. I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? It feels very Trump-like that they sent in 4 white people all in together, when this villa is lacking diversity as it is.
But we have absolutely seen the decline in diversity over the last few years when it comes to Love Island, so that's not really a surprise.
But 4 at once, and it's just like, just give us something.
Listen, my love, we're in the reform era.
I know.
They don't need to pander. They don't need to pander anymore.
So. It's just a lot. It's just very disappointing.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
For the women's sake of things, it's like I feel like okay, you have Dijon, you brought in Ramel, you have Shay, like it's like, but can there be other black girls in there? Like,
why does Will Smith dislike Militia so much? Why?
Why,
Will?
Well, you didn't like her.
He's like, let the militia go, guys, please. It was a bomb that failed to detonate. Come on,
Will.
Come on,
Will.
Yeah. KW says that blonde bombshell is a threat to no one. Bardi Gang says, nah, this is the worst for diversity ever. Maria says only one black woman in the whole villa.
It's lonely. It's a bit. It's not okay. And for such a long time, like Militia was only there like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, come on, give her some brethren to be with.
Online says, for heaven's sake, I hear you, but the UK is a majority white European. A lot of people are tired of DEI. Believe me, they don't want it in general unless it's genuine, like 2 or 3. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know what? That doesn't hold water though, because season 10 and season 5 were the most diverse and actually have the highest numbers. So it's not. There are fractions of people that don't like seeing anybody else other than a white Aryan person on TV. But there are loads of other people that actually are quite interested because they don't get to see it a lot in their own lives. Yeah. So they actually want to be voyeurs and watch this. And that's the thing. The viewing figures suggest that the majority of people actually want to see a diverse range of people on TV all the time.
And I think also, just even if you take out color and what have you, like, you just want diversity of thought as well. So like just having people from different backgrounds who've got different experiences who can come and just provide something different. But then when you gonna get the cast that we've got, that's why you get situations where we've got like the girls that we would call the 3 witches or now the 4 witches, because they're all so similar. And they have this kind of same mentality, the same pack mentality, and they just kind of run together. And, like, so they don't actually see anything objectively. Like, they're seeing it through this pack mentality, and it just gets very boring to watch.
It's stale. It's like they need more. They definitely need to bring in a different range of folks in there.
Lady M says, I wonder if black people are even applying to Love Island.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't.
Yeah. Bardi Gang says, their parents won't let them. Bardi Gang says, you have to remember the age group that watches Love Island. People are actually happy with diversity, but question, how is Maya not saying something to producers? I'm not sure Maya really cares that much.
I mean, again, compared to the USA one, the way Maya is there so infrequently is actually hilarious compared to that chick, Ariana, I think her name is. She seems to always be going into the villa to do something, take people out, to actually do the game show part of it. Like, I would love it if Maya was in it a bit more.
Yeah,
definitely make a better show.
Like her, but it's always been like that with the UK one, where you ask yourself sometimes, like, why is the host even there?
I feel like first few seasons, Caroline was there a lot. I just feel like she was a bit more involved in the show, and it seems to have got less and less. And then the other one that Melvin and Ricky worked with, what's her name?
Oh,
Laura Whitmore. Yeah. I mean, we didn't need to see her. She was a terrible host. But I felt like she was involved in the show a lot more than Maya has been.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, let's see.
Let's see. Will Smith says, Maya Jam is an employee. Like, they're not really taking into account anything she has to say. I mean, I'm assuming she's got some weight, but not really. Lady M, there's always a token black person. Isn't Shakira Asian? Yeah, she's mixed, I think. Paper Mache, he's mixed with something.
I think he is.
I
think he is mixed.
And Harrison is mixed as well. Yeah.
And Connor. That's why I was saying, like, the guys, they seem to have a little bit more going on, and it doesn't it doesn't feel fair on the female side of things that you actually don't. 1 or 2 is all I'm asking for.
Yeah. Online says, I think placing a black person is safe option for ITV because sadly, black folks love to be the poster child for diversity and be used as pawns for DEI agenda. Thank you. Yeah. Shay got that old school John B fade going.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, my address. Yes, my address.
Oh,
that is
for
very
real,
true.
for real. He went for that 90s vibe.
Yeah. Maya definitely should have a say considering she's the host. Surely, probably not a lot, but also something. Also, Love Island UK is showing that their budget is just.
It's a sad state of affairs. I'm still reeling from episode 18 of Love Island USA. I cannot believe that Jeremiah got sent off by the snakes that are in there. I'm still so pissed off about it.
What confused me about that is how Huda wasn't in the bottom three.
For some reason, America seems to like this chick, and she just.
I was like, she is a problem. Like, she's just a walking bag of issues.
Like, I still don't think that they would have sent her home, even if she was in the bottom three. I feel like the girls still may have like kept her in. I don't know why, but I feel like they would have kept her in. But the guys, Ace especially, and to have black men talking about another black man, like, it's a nothing. Like, let's just send this dude home for jealousy, or he's a threat, or I don't know why they don't like this dude. Oh, I'm really pissed off with it.
That Ace guy is bad vibes.
Yes,
he's bad vibes.
Yes,
he's bad vibes.
Terrible.
Online says, that's it. Connor looks Polynesian.
Yes.
Spot
he does. He does. And I wonder, I don't know, but I think he is just mixed. But yes, he does look like he's from there.
Funky Dinosaurs, Ace is a wet wipe. Yeah, not wrong. Will Smith says, Bardi Gang, ITV is making cuts all over the place. Love Island and most reality shows are fairly cheap to make. KW says, for every $1,000 in the budget, there is £1 in the
Basically, like their yard compared to the villa, it looks like a hut on the USA set. Like, it's
my
ridiculous.
address says, I am done watching the USA this year. Keeping the abuser. Don't forget Nick. Nick is an all-time villain. Also, no shame.
Nick is the worst guy. So Nick is the one with Sierra, who Dave actually set together, and then he was trying to like move.
I saw,
And then he also does like Andriana as well. And I was like, you guys are horrible, a horrible set of men. And Jeremiah had to deal with you people and still be graceful and say goodbye. I wish he had just, when they were trying to be like, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, we had to make a hard decision. I wish he had told them to just fuck off, leave me alone.
Well, strong language there. KW says Ace needs to go. Bully Jeremiah since day one because he wanted crazy Huda, then wanted Andrina. Yeah.
She's a pretty girl, but no, they're horrible. They're horrible guys. I want to see how it goes, but they have their Casa Amor. So if we should be maybe a week and a half away from UK's Casa Amor.
Okay.
Or 2 weeks.
Oh, well.
2 weeks feels like ages. Please let it come soon.
This is how I know Will Smith has issues.
God, what do you say?
I am a Huda fan. I love a clingy, crazy type like her and Amaya. That's how love should feel.
Amaya?
Will.
You know what? Hang on. See, this is why when Will told us the story about his dog and the ex-girlfriend, is why I didn't believe him that he had a dog. Now I believe it all, because if this is the type of girl that you like,
then a dog would make sense.
Remember, she cleared out his bank account.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
I see you, Will.
Okay, Will.
I see you, Will.
I don't know anybody mad anymore, but if I meet somebody mad, I will send them your way.
Nick dipped his ding dong and complaining that Sierra wants to lock in. Yeah, it is kind of wild. Like,
you can't have sex with somebody and then be like, but you know, we're so open. We're open still.
I think handsome men face a lot of jealousy and envy from other men as competition. Ace is an example. Yeah, we do. We do. What?
It's true. You've told me this before. I've seen it.
Noted. Maya just says Amaya is actually a nice person. Huda is despicable. The Huda's just crazy. She's just crazy.
Amaya is just intense. That's all it is.
Yeah.
She's not like she's not
Yeah.
nice. It's just an intense
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a person that is like, they're just
when
it's a lot.
Huda's crazy locked in was when I can't remember what happened, but then I think Jeremiah had been with somebody else, and then she took him into that room.
Oh, when he
and so it was
ISIS.
It was more, that was it. And so it was more like their breakup chat, but then they hugged, and it was like, you really went in for the kiss. I was like, you are. Yeah.
After you cast him off, called him all sorts of shit, bitch, did like literally cast the guy off.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when you're now calm, he should lips you and carry on being with you.
Amazing.
No, she is abusive.
Amazing.
A man could not do an iota of what she's done.
No way.
It could never happen on TV.
No
and
way.
For her to still be rewarded by staying in there is absolutely crazy. For him to get sent off, this is vile. It's infuriating, but that's what Love Island does. It pisses you off.
There you go. There you go. So, I don't even know what to look forward to for tomorrow's episode.
Let's see the destruction that the bombshells make. Let's see. Mate.
Guys, thank you for rocking with us one more time. It's always a pleasure. Before we go, KW says, on the other hand, Sierra only opened up because Andrina came in. It never works like that. She wasted a whole 35 seconds of her life.
Yeah, that's how long you said it was.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Bless from Lady M. And Will Smith says, men are in competition with other men for mates and resources. Why wouldn't they eliminate the competition? We're animals. Don't forget. I mean, wow. Suzanne Dave says,
not okay.
All Yasmin did when she first came in was, sex chat. But she didn't take Ben up on it. So she doesn't like Ben for real, innit?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
She ain't feeling Ben.
She ain't feeling Ben.
I mean, their conversation, what was the word she had to explain to him? And I was like, oh my God, demeanor. I was like, Ben.
That was hard. That was hard to watch.
Imagine that was your family member. But she ain't feeling Ben.
She ain't feeling Ben. But we'll see. Guys, good night.
Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to our channel.
Man.
We are now monetized, so run up the views, please. It's a big thing for us now. We're monetized. And we do take super chats because we're monetized.
We are monetized. Now it's the time for the big bucks. Guys, have a lovely evening. Sleep well. We will speak to you tomorrow. Take care.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.